Hey Deck Night fans, it's Sunday morning just after Florida State laid the beat down on Southern Miss. That's 2 games in a row. We've got a good whooping going on. Is it as clean and smooth as games out there? No. When they play a solid team, they're going to have some shit to look into. But the whole reason I'm getting into that is it's not as early as it should be, and I don't feel as good as I should. They had a good game. I'm proud of them. Going on with the business at hand. So while I'm talking to you guys this morning, we are ready to get the Louisville trip part 2 out. I'm about done with it, and after seeing some comments from part 1 and rewatching part 2, I am well aware of the fact that the volume sound quality is not the best. These microphones right here are supposed to help, but apparently they do pick up a lot of the sound around us. I got the little fluff balls. I guess we're gonna start using those whenever we go out in town. But just a lot of the sound inside some of these places is really bad. So inside Angel's Envy gets really loud, and I try to use the background reduction, which kind of makes it sound like you're underwater. So it's a give or take on how good you can hear us compared to how much to the reduction, or how good you can hear us versus everybody else yelling. Stick around, listen to it, follow it all the way through. I know it might be tough, but we need y'all's help. We need you guys following along all the way, watching these videos, helping us out, helping out the channel. Another thing that happened is the Angel's Envy. I don't know why. It just cut out. There's just nothing. So I did a voiceover from here trying to explain what was going on. And seeing that it's been over 2 months, I'm not the best at remembering what happened. So just because of our efforts, and you guys love us so much, stick around and watch. Try your best, because I'm trying mine. All right, guys. Thanks for being Deck Night fans. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, all that wonderful stuff. And always remember about the Gramco. How about y'all go buy some Gramco, pop one of them gummies in, and then you won't mind how bad the volume is. So just chill and relax and enjoy it all. See y'all next time. All right, inside Angel Envy. What's this place called? Gift room. Gift store? What's that called? It's gift store. I need a new cube. Bigger sixer. Easy. Pull your own. I don't think we got that. Standard Angel's Envy. Nothing different. There's the ride. $97. Hey Deck Night fans. Today I'm finishing up our Louisville video, and I'm getting all this stuff put together. The last thing I need to do is do a little voiceover here on the Angel's Envy tour, because for some odd reason our microphones decided to stop working. So here we are going into the beginning of our tour at Angel's Envy, and this is our amazingly awesome tour guide we had, Greg. So tour guides make a big deal. We've had a bunch of tours now, and some of them don't seem to care. Some just seem to be like they got hired and don't know what they're talking about, and some just don't pay attention to what's going on. But this man did a great job, was really involved, and showed us everything and talked thoroughly about what was happening. Now we're moving into the fermentation room. They have a huge amount of pots or mashers, or I don't remember what these damn things are called, and since we have no video from him, he can't tell us right now. So it's a really modern place. Looks awesome. Very clean, large, a lot of stuff going on. So I guess these new modern ones, if they have the money, if they get the backing, however their world became to be, they've really done a great job of being modern, being clean, using the stainless steel and modern amenities and products and things to really advance the distilling world. So Angel's Envy is just like that. So really cool, really nice. Now we're upstairs on top of the pots where they pour the grains in and create their brewer's beer, or the distiller's beer, whichever it's called. I forget. Remind me in the comments. Amy's saying how awesome I am. Y'all noticed right there, she was saying, "Oh, Homer, you're just the most best husband in the world. I love that I get to spend all these cool experiences with you." So I know we're just walking around right now, really not showing anything, just moving along. But the at this tour, and it's been like a couple months, I don't remember, but this Greg is really knowledgeable. It's really giving us a lot of information and history about not just Angel's Envy, because there really isn't much history with Angel's Envy, but he's giving us a lot of information about the history of distilling and how it's done, and giving us great information and talking about knowledgeable things and not just nonsense. Here we're talking about different grains, how they're used, how they're crushed, how they're put into the water to make the distiller's beer, and how the process goes. It's not just, hey, look, here's our stuff, here's this, here's that. He's really giving us some good information. So if you guys want a good tour, Angel's Envy is a good one, especially if you get this guy. Now, unfortunately for most people, if you don't plan a year in advance, you're not going to get Heaven Hill, Bardstown, Jim Beam, any of the real big cool ones in the Louisville area. Definitely not getting Michters, and Old Forester stuff too. But Angel's Envy, we got last minute. So until people learn, after this video, since we're so damn popular, everybody in the world's going to learn that Angel's Envy is really cool and you should go to it. But you should be the first ones to jump on, because they're really cool. You're going to get a lot of great information. You're going to have a great experience, and you're going to see a lot of cool stuff. And it's right in downtown. It's easy to get to, very easy to walk to. It's not far from the minor league team's baseball field. It's right off at the end of Whiskey Row. It's right next to Rabbit Hole Distilling. You guys would like it. I tell you, if you don't have time to go and have a great experience about Louisville, and you just have time to get one in, give this one a shot. It's really fun. All right, our audio is coming back, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you watch all the way to the end. Enjoy our stuff, and thank you for being Deck Night fans. We will see you guys next time on one of our great, awesome videos. We love y'all. Enjoy the rest of the video. Here comes the sound. Sit down there and get a sniff.
You said not to do it.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. I'm doing it.
You're doing it? I need to record you.
It's like oatmeal. Watery oatmeal.
There you go.
No hits. Try not to photobomb there.
Let's see if you drink it. I want to see you drink it.
No, we'll do it together. Hold on. Cheers. Drinking our oatmeal.
Chunky. I hear it chewing a lot. Is it good?
No.
Delicious?
No.
Tastes like you mixed beer and oatmeal.
Yeah.
What it is. A flat beer.
It's horrible.
So to answer your question, is there a taste difference between one and three?
That is horrible.
Well, let people. Inside that calm still, 35 feet, 28-inch diameter. Inside that calm still is 15 beer plates stacked over each other, perforated with penny-sized holes. Diagram of the process right there. That beer will cascade down those plates while we shoot up self-boiling steam. Alcohol evaporates off. Process 138 proof high line. You make it by dog, by lightning, everyone call it.
Or just throw it in your mouth.
Smell. Smells like vodka.
Taste it. It smells like corn.
Tastes like moonshine.
Tastes like corn.
Moonshine.
Corn.
What do you think moonshine is?
Corn.
Alright, is it working? Getting different smells?
Yeah.
Good smell.
That's what's bubbling up through this pipe. 138 proof you make. This is a spirit thing. Taxman come along. He's not going to want to open up that box and see what that just opens up to. Determine how much you want to use back to still.
Watch him. He's going to cut.
No barrels dumping.
I don't see it.
Alright, so the barrels in the rick house are chosen and brought back here to put up on that long trough on the right. The tool on the yellow coil above comes down, takes out the bomb. The barrels are then about halfway over.
Good
And
save.
all that liquid gold comes pouring out.
He caught him.
But along with it, I caught one, and she's got one.
Good save.
I like to think so. But along with it is a bunch of loose char. A lot of that blackened oak has flaked off over the years. It's floating around in that barrel like a snowflake. There's a filter at the bottom that catches that char. Then the bourbon flows green until it can't do the far left corner where it's blended. Then it comes and stays closer to you on the.
I'll do my best.
You gotta at least have the bourbon first. Alright, I'm going to be talking about the big machine right there in the middle. At the far end of that machine, you will see bottles being turned upside down. When they are upside down, we are shooting bourbon up inside of them. There'll be a rinse.
Everything can wait. This one's really good. I love this guy though.
We got to start remembering to bring cash with us.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Huh?
I don't think you're supposed to.
Supposed to or can, there's two different things.
True. I mean,
The nose or on the tongue, you pick up floral or red fruit like cherry, that is the port wine. Your sips. Your first sip is very important. You're going to take the first sip in, give it a good swish for 10 seconds. You're counting to 10, not me. Some of you might count to 10 quicker than normal doing this. It's going to burn. Explain why after. Swish for 10.
I like that.
I do too. I had this other day at Drake's, remember?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have ice in every mini. I feel the sweetness, but I also feel kind of like a watered down taste.
All right. Does anybody know if that's all what you just did? Half credit. Not even wrong. Not quite what I'm looking for. Anyone else?
Dipping.
Okay. Huh? Not quite yet. Okay. When it's in the mouth, commonly it will be called the Kentucky Chew. You swallow and it goes out warm. That's a Kentucky
Ugh.
What it's really called, what you did, is the acclimation sip. You're acclimating your mouth to the burn. So you get used to the burn, then come and pass and get to the flavor. Effectively, what you did, you numb the pain receptors in your mouth.
That's why the second one's better.
Do you feel numb?
No, I think we need more.
If you did it right, you should. So that by the second sip, it starts to go flavor, burn. Take your second sip, see if you start to pick up any flavor. No more swishing. Now, every palate is different. Mine, I get a lot of honey from the neat bourbon. Anybody picking up anything?
Oatmeal raisin.
Oatmeal raisin, okay? Yeah, but it's bourbon. There are 300 possibilities of this. I will accept bourbon. As long as you don't call out skim milk, I'm probably going to take it.
Have you ever had anybody tell you that don't really taste any of these things? I just enjoy the taste.
Once or twice.
I love bourbon, but I cannot taste any of this stuff. Very rarely do I pick something like this out, like most people do. I'm just like, shit tastes good.
Once or twice, yes.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Is there what's the exception where you do taste it?
I don't have any. I couldn't tell you right now that one bourbon that stood out to me that was so good. I guess it would have to be probably a toasted one, like the Woodford Reserve Double Oak, maybe the 1910, or Parker Heritage. That sucker stood out to me, but that's Parker Heritage. Like Heaven Hill 17 year. I mean, that's a lot different than what we do, than this everyday stuff you get off the shelf.
Prior to working here, I worked at Total Wine. I developed a decent wine palate, and then co-workers who worked in the bourbon and whiskey aisle, they would come over with a shot of bourbon and whiskey because you could drink there and could you. And they'd be like, hey, you get the caramel, get the vanilla, get the nut in that. No, my mouth is on fire. I get nothing because no one taught me about the acclimation sip. Since I've learned the acclimation sip, now I get stuff. Probably one of the bigger ones that I get things from that's not ours is Maker's 46.
We just had
I
that.
think that is fantastic.
Yeah, we just had that.
I love Maker's 46. All right. Well, you had a second sip. Yeah. The bourbon judges that we mimic here, they'll start making notes on what they're tasting until the third sip. By the third sip, it really ought to be flavor, burn. Take the third sip, fill off that new bourbon, see if you get something else.
I don't have a third sip.
This is why you don't
drink
do
it.
it. Yeah. I taste so good.
You know I taste bourbon, right? I don't just chug it.
All right, anything different off the third sip? If you're not calling out flavor, did the burn at least decrease?
Yes.
Progress, I will take that, definitely.
Huh?
right. So you had it neat. Now here it is on the rocks. The water molecules in the ice are interacting with the bourbon molecules. We're going to open that bourbon up. This is called loamy. Just nose it. See if it smells any different from the neat.
I taste a little butter.
Butter.
I guess butterscotch.
Okay. Yeah, butterscotch. Anyone else? Popcorn. Caramel. Two. What?
A little softer, like a vanilla.
A little softer. Vanilla. Okay. Two most common responses here: sweeter and fruity. Usually, this is when people really start picking up the pour. This is real important. You have got to get 2 sips out of this glass. If you down it all in one because it's so damn tasty, I'm happy for you. You are going to be feeling good. But I cannot give you any more for the pairing that we are working on today. Okay? 2 sips, go with your first. No swishing.
So
now
much
the
better.
question here becomes, are you picking up a flavor with the rocks that you did not get with the neat? You're nodding yes. Yeah. Like what?
I got a little citrus.
Citrus here, but not the neat, right? Correct. That's what I'm looking for. Anyone else?
That was oakier.
Okay. Here, but not okay.
I get the citrus.
You get citrus.
Maybe just because he said it.
Yeah. There's always
Open
power
suggestion.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh yeah, I'm easy to be dissuaded.
Anyone else? So the neat for me is honey. This one on my palate, vanilla and nuts.
It's good.
He just said not
I
drink
did
it all.
3.
No, he said 1 drink, put it down.
Oh, I got another one.
All right, let's do a pairing. The chocolate. The one that looks like a Reese cup, it's not a Reese cup. It's called an orange Shamir. It's made down Main Street at a company called Arts Eatables. Not edibles.
Oh, I thought this was
That's
fun.
the midnight tour. Eatables. This orange Shamir is made just to pair with our bourbon. You're going to eat the orange Shamir and then wash it back with the rest of your bourbon.
You sound a tiny bit.
I got some. You act like we
Oh,
haven't
that's
done this
good.
before.
That's good. Try it.
All right, what's that pairing taste like? Imagine that. Here it is. What's in. What's the obvious flavor jumping out?
Orange.
Orange, yeah. I'm going to expand on that. That pairing to me tastes like Grand Marnier.
Mm.
A
Orange
lot of
liquor.
people say it tastes like an old fashioned.
No.
I can see that.
Others say an orange creamsicle.
No.
Good pairing. You like that?
I do.
Everything you taste up here is in the gift shop. Finish off with the bourbon you got left. Cleanse your palate with the water. This group right here. Did you all go out last night?
No. Wish we would have.
You are probably the most quiet bachelor party I've ever seen.
We woke up at 4 o'clock and drove straight here. Still right.
From where?
Well, you got
Canton,
breakfast?
Ohio.
We'll drink some more. You need it.
I was
We went
curious. I mean,
sitting in
it
the car
kind
for
of got
6
this
hours.
look like you all really closed down the town. Who's had our ride? A surprise again. All right, don't sip it yet. Just nose it. Just smell it.
Just smell. Oh, that smells good.
What's it smell like?
It smells like rum.
Rum. All right, you're picking up the rum. What else?
Butterscotch.
Sweet. You have yet to call out the most common scent picked up.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Burn me. Burn too hard.
Maple.
Mm.
Smells
I
like
don't.
pancakes.
I don't smell maple at all. At all.
Oh, I wish I had $1 for every time somebody told me it smelled like Christmas.
Mm.
I asked them to elaborate, and it's always the same answer. It's
Mm.
baking spices.
I don't get that either.
That's what they smell.
I can
All right. Once again, there's another pairing. 2 sips. Go with your first. No swishing.
maybe 3 for you.
That tastes like Christmas. Doesn't smell like Christmas.
Okay, what's on the tongue?
Wow.
The spices.
Spice.
There's one. Let me give. No. It's not cinnamon. Cloves. That's it. Cloves.
Nutmeg.
Meg, my little flower, my little bird, my little nutmeg.
That's what people bring up when they talk about Christmas. You're most likely either getting sweet or you're getting spice.
Sweet.
Right? It's sweet to me. It's butterscotch.
Mhm.
Butterscotch.
Do we have that?
So a couple of heads.
That's probably
You
good.
can get one.
Whatever it is
You
you're
can get one
tasting, we're going to
engraved.
have a little fun with it. The angel wings, that is white Ecuadorian chocolate. You're going to eat the angel wings and wash that back with the rye. One of 2 things is going to happen. I'm not going to tell you what till everybody's done it.
Nothing.
Supposed to be like an explosion or something because it's not happening.
Oh, you mean like pop rocks?
It's not what she means.
All right, here's the 2 things happening. First, if your palate is like mine, that pairing popped that rye open and it became spicy.
Yeah.
It turned into a rye.
Mm-hmm.
Or your palate did something different and it went creamy or buttery.
Mm-mm.
Who got the creamy buttery?
Got it.
Spice, 99%. Here's how it goes. Sweet on the first sip, spice on the pairing.
Yeah.
Spice on the first sip, buttery on the pairing. Who liked the rye, with or without the pear? Always gauge the rye. Love it, and I hate that.
So that was a lot of fun. I really like Greg. If you're here at Angel's Envy, Greg is the guy.
This is the bar area. You're allowed to get a
We're gonna drink
after the tour and stuff. You got to pay for
Is
it,
that a
obviously.
carrot? Yeah.
But
Bourbon?
it's really cool. You can sit around here and
Okay,
hang out, have a
good.
couple of beverages before you
Is
go.
this for you?
I'm gonna try and pickle them.
Just for you.
Yeah.
We don't want the pickled carrots. Look at her inventing.
We have a pickled tomatillo drink that is really good.
You know, pickle juice is good for hangovers.
I
Have a
love it.
pickled martini and you're good. Actually tastes like coconut.
Not specifically. You're gonna taste more of the sesame in there. That just kind of balances it out a little bit.
What's your favorite?
I like the. Depends on my mood. I really like the rising sun sometimes, and I like more of a savory. It's like savory and sweet. To describe. Nutty.
Nutty.
I really like the Lavinia. It's a nice, simple, dry, but a little bit sweet. And I like the Sustainable West a lot. Looks super funky there.
What are you getting?
I'm going to get the Henderson. What are you getting?
I don't know.
Come on.
Ooh, because it says strawberry. That does sound good.
What would you order if you were here? Tell Amy what she should get because she doesn't know.
They're not going to do that fast enough.
Huh?
They won't do that fast enough.
No. What are you getting? What are you getting? What are you getting? Tell me so I can turn this off. It's so red.
Who is Susan and why is she so lazy? Ooh, but that has chocolate bitters in it. That's what I'm getting. Flavor of love.
Say it.
Flavor of love. I'm going to do the flavor of love.
If you love, do you want to do bourbon or rye?
Whatever you say. Sweet.
Very orangey.
What is it?
The Henderson, which is the official distillery cocktail, a delicious twist on an old fashioned. It's Angel's Envy bourbon, port syrup, and bitters. That's pretty good. You know,
Does it taste like strawberry?
strawberry? No,
That's what it said was strawberry.
don't say strawberry.
Oh, I thought you got.
Henderson.
Oh, I thought you said you got the strawberry
No,
blast.
Henderson. Very clearly said the Henderson. The Henderson. She very clearly didn't listen.
Do I ever?
You try.
Ooh, that is really good.
I know. It's another old fashioned we like this weekend.
And I hate old fashions.
Oh, old fashions are shit.
Or is it just Homer's old fashions?
No, you hated them before
Oh
that.
yeah, I did. What we were
But
in,
I'm gonna make a-
Lexington.
I'm gonna make-
that I hated.
I'm gonna make one like Evan Williams from now on.
That's really good. It's a little bit
A little bit what?
nuttier than the one, maybe. A little bit.
I really taste the citrus in it.
I think the citrus at the beginning.
It's just maybe it's the Angels. We gotta find. We're gonna have a mixed drink. Just can't pour whatever in it because I did use that Sazerac rye. So maybe Angels Envy is good
Maybe it's
old-fashioned bourbon.
the worst bourbon you can get.
Well, most people say you pick a bourbon that's cheap to make your
I disagree.
mixed drinks with.
Disagree.
You don't want to put Heaven Hill 17 in a mixed drink.
It might be the best bourbon ever. It might be the it
Yeah,
just makes
and
the
it
best
costs
drink.
$250 a bottle, and I can't ever find it. So
Sazerac sucks.
yeah, all right. Oh, okay.
Right. That looks good.
Now, what do you think of this?
All right. This is the flavor of love. Isn't there a rock star
No, it's not.
or a Wappis?
You got Rising Sun.
No,
you
I
didn't.
got Flavor of Love.
Angels Envy Bourbon, Cochichi Rosa, Cassass, Rose, Syrup, Lemon, and Chocolate Bitters. So it probably tastes like rose. And I pronounced that stuff all messed up on purpose. I don't know what that shit is. Y'all can read it. What's it taste like?
Definitely tastes like rose. I would have liked something a little bit more savory. I always don't. I need to trust myself.
Yeah, that probably would have been better with the rye.
Yeah.
Have that kick in there. It doesn't taste bad. It's good.
No.
It's just.
It's light.
It doesn't. Very light. That's a good way to say
Very light.
it.
It's a good summer drink.
You like to taste the alcohol in your drinks,
I'm not
and you're not tasting alcohol.
At the end, I do.
It's good though. What I like about it is it's got that sour taste to it, but it's not sour mix. That's just overpowering.
I think that's why I don't like it. It's because it's got the sour mix in it.
It doesn't have sour mix in it. It's got lemon in it.
It's a good summer drink, like out in the pool drink.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
The bar here is cool. I like the bar.
Yeah, so I definitely think this is a good experience, guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just the tour guide makes the experience.
Oh, I definitely think that. Tour guide is everything. Nipples are so
What was that?
My nipples are getting really hard.
Show me. I didn't see no nipples. All right, we're gonna enjoy our drinks. See you guys later. We were walking up to a rabbit hole.
See what I did there?
I didn't. What'd you do?
Flirted with the guy in the car.
I missed it.
So easy. You guys are so easy.
I'm not easy. Rabbit hole, guys. I don't know where I'm going. Maybe.
So there's a slanted over there, and then there's one here. I would think the slanted over there. Enter here. I see it.
Tell me, are you excited about the rabbit hole?
Oh, guys, I like ever since we had the rabbit cave hill.
Yep.
With the honey.
Yep.
That's the one I love. I don't know if I've had any more other.
We haven't. We haven't had any of them, but hopefully we might be able to get some here. And we don't have a tour or
We
anything.
don't have a tour, so we're
because
gonna
it
go.
was packed. They
Yeah.
had nothing available.
So if you're gonna do this street
Bourbon experience.
you gotta really
Book
book
it
before.
months
But
and
so
months and
far,
months.
going in everywhere, you can really get something.
Yeah. So let me turn this around.
So we're gonna go and see the rabbit hole and see if we can get anything.
And then if not, we'll just look around and see what they got.
If not, you gotta book like in a year advance apparently.
Yep. They really did nice with this place. This is this one that's 100% like sustainable, like green, sustainable.
All right, let's go see if we can
Let's
do
see what
this.
we got. Oh, there it is, the Cave Hill. We should go ahead.
No,
That's
that's
maybe
triple malt.
that's Cave Hill.
So which one we had? That's not it.
Yeah, Cave Hill. This
No.
is the Derringer. It says Cave Hill right there. Cave Hill.
I don't feel like that's the one we
Yeah,
had.
it's
It's
the
that
honey.
honey on it.
It's no, it did. It says it on the side. Matured,
No.
malted barley, honey malted barley. So we have the high gold at home. We just haven't had it
We
yet.
haven't had it.
Maybe,
You like these glasses?
maybe we should get the rabbit hole stuff. It's a glass flask.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Jiggers. We really need to
Oh,
start.
look at that.
We really need to start trying some more ryes because everybody's got a good rye. We never tried like Rabbit Hole's got a rye. There's one that you can't get anywhere. Foles
I've never seen that.
Craig Straight Rye finished in cognac. I've never seen that.
Cognac.
No, it's cognac.
Cognac.
I speak like an American. It's cognac.
It's not.
I know it's not. It's cognac.
That's cool.
Oh, she's smelling a candle.
This smells like Christmas tree galore. That smells like nothing. A mist. No, none of these are good. All right, let's go see if we can get something.
We got a gin. Look at that.
I love-
I've been filming for 30 seconds now because Amy's wandering off and talking about Mustangs.
Hey, but this Mustang doesn't look like a Mustang.
We're here at Rabbit Hole, and Amy has, being the badass bourbon babe she is, got us a tasting, right?
Yes.
We got to sit here for 30 seconds at the Rabbit Hole and just hang out. But
You smell a lot of mash right now. Do you smell that?
I smell it.
They've turned this into pretty cool.
Look at around here. Nice little seating area.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
have they're building up across the street.
And
So I'm sure it'll be more.
and there's a nice little gift shop that we got some video of. So we're gonna go sit and chill and drink our
water.
Water. We get to
Because
go have.
always drink some water so you are not stumbling back to the hotel.
All right. See
I'm
y'all in a
sure
little
we'll
bit
get
for
more
our
of this later.
Angels Envy. Right? We just did Angels Envy.
No, we just did Angels.
See y'all in a little bit.
We'll see what we do.
Rabbit
Rabbit hole.
We're going upstairs to Rabbit Hole for a tasting. Amy got us in, but this looks like their mash. I can never remember the word. Their mash drum barrels. They make their beer. Cool. Wish y'all could smell it. It smells amazing. How's it smell, Amy?
Not as good as the rest of it.
Get there, take a deep breath.
Not smelling anything.
I just said how awesome it smelled.
I don't smell
Of course,
anything.
Amy says there's nothing there. Very modern. I really do enjoy like Maker's Mark or Woodford with their aged barrel look. Modern stuff's not as cool.
Not smell it. Okay, guys.
So we just came
now
out of
I
the
smell
elevator. We're on the 3rd floor.
But there's all the things. It's coming up. The aroma is coming up. Oh, look, the Rabbit Hole Distillery. I don't know. It's a fountain.
So the camera's turned around backwards, guys. I can't see it. But there's their open, what are those damn things called? I always forget, guys. It's where they make their it's their mash and they're making their beer. They're putting the pot. It smells, you know, that shit smells
Guys,
good.
we've been drinking.
And there is our column still, all the way down there. And then Amy's pointing out some Rabbit Hole fountain over there.
No, it's over there. Oh.
That's what I. And then there's Amy. Hi. And there's a column
We're going to get
still.
to go drink now.
Column still.
Okay, so we're going to the Rabbit Hole. They said 30 minutes. It's been like 15, so you can definitely walk into this one.
We've had Rabbit Hole Cave Hill. We own a bottle of, I forget, the Blue Label, and we've never had any of the other ones, so this is going to be a great
And we
experience.
really like the Rabbit Hole because it
Cave
tastes a
Hill is
lot
awesome.
like honey. So we're
Great.
going to go in here. When you don't have anything and you can't get reservations, just walk in and ask. And
Yeah,
you can get it.
they set it right up. All right, so here's some cool Rabbit Hole bottles. And some, like, I don't know, Fight the Power fist, little artwork, some more bottles. Now, we had a chance. I could have bought that one at North Shore. And it was like $400, so I didn't do it, even though I really wanted to. I didn't spend the $400. You can see Louisville really good. Oh, look, they got a little outdoor guy painting down there, trying to clean this shitty city up. It's not shitty, I just said that for my funds. Ooh, pretty cool. I'll go back in. Oh, look, there's Amy. All right, Deck Night, we're back. We're here at Rabbit Hole, and we're having a flight, and it gives us Cave Hill, High Gold, Boxer Grell, and Derringer. Also, we're going to try the new Rabbit Hole Foals that we've never seen before that they have here at the distillery. Hopefully, Amy and I won't leave here talking junk.
And we both have separate flights, so I do not know where this is going to go.
There's our flight. I hope I can see it. There we go. Flight.
Look, and Homer doesn't have to look at his phone because it tells us.
No, it doesn't. It does?
Yeah, it does. So the first one we're going to try is the Cave Hill Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Which we've had before. I'll tag it right here. Our Cave Hill video, which we love.
No, yeah, it tastes a lot like honey, and it was my favorite.
So we're going to try it again. We'll see if we still like it. You ready?
Yeah.
Cheers.
This is 95 proof. Gotta smell it. Okay, so cheers.
I think we put Cave Hill in our top 5.
We did. This does not seem like a type 5.
No, it kind of tastes Play-Doh.
Haven't heard
Play-Doh.
I'm
It's not-
tasting oaky.
It's not horrible. So let's go to the aroma. So the nose supposed to be spice, honey, fresh apples. You smell that?
No.
I might be able to get
Hold
apples.
on.
Maybe
let's
apples.
Let's go from side to side with our mouths a little bit open.
I get a little honey, a little apple. Maybe that's the Play-Doh I'm getting. It's the honey.
I don't smell Play-Doh at all.
I think it's honey. I think it's honey and apples.
I'm getting Play-Doh. I'm getting 3. I'm getting a 3.
Legit.
Alright, so let's try it.
Supposed to taste anything?
It's in the back. But remember, we're supposed to do this in 2 to 3.
That was 2.
Oh, was it?
You didn't take 2 shots?
Yeah, but it was more like us.
You gotta chew it.
I don't like this
It's our favorite.
Thank you so much. You too. But
Top 5.
it was our top 5.
Top 5.
Next one is the High Gold
High Gold.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. High Rye Double Malt.
95 proof.
Oh, the smell of this is really good.
We do own a bottle of this.
We do. We
haven't
have
opened
not
it
opened it.
So the aroma is sweet, toasted malt tones, Butterscotch and burst of citrus.
That one I like more.
Finish is a comforting spice.
One I like more than the other one.
I like
You
it.
guys know how I am on comparison.
We're not comparing. We're just doing them on their own.
No, but you're comparing each one of them.
No, I'm not comparing this to that. That was done. Now it's over. Now I'm doing this. So I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying I like it. I like it. I don't like it.
Okay. This has a lot more spice.
It says,
Butterscotch, maybe?
it says butterscotch in your palate and a comforting pepper spice in the finish. Is it comforting or is it does it real kick?
It's a kick.
So it's not comforting.
It's not comforting.
But it's still there.
Yeah.
Amy's got her shit together. Good job.
On this one.
Moving on to the boxer. We're kind of speeding this up because our microphone receiver is about to die.
So
Boxer
this is
Grail
Boxer
Kentucky
Grail
Straight
Kentucky
Rye.
And I like my rye.
What's the proof on this?
This is 95 proof.
So all the last three have been 95 proof.
This one smells even better.
What do you smell?
Thank you. Legend. Corn mash.
Okay.
It's a rye, so it doesn't have as much corn mash.
Oh, it is a rye. So it doesn't have as much. She's right.
Thank you.
Every squirrel gets a nut every now and again. Yeah, you're right.
But
What do you
smell
smell?
that corn mash, don't you?
No.
No, you don't.
I smell more bread.
These.
So it's a rye bread.
You just know that's why you're smelling.
No, I smell rye. I smell bread.
It. Anyway, by the minute.
You smell sugar or butterscotch? All right, what do you taste?
Ooh, I like that one.
What do you taste?
Fields.
Any citrus?
Maybe the rind of an orange.
Okay, yeah.
Rind of an orange?
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, or a lemon.
We'll love this
I
little.
would
I
go
think
with an orange
I think
or
the
grapefruit.
rinds have more
Grapefruit.
flavor to
Yeah.
them. That's why you zest them. They have a lot of flavor to them. So anyway, it says
But you have to now smell it.
It says
It smells
citrus.
a lot more citrus now.
bright floral notes and herbaceous. I can't. Herbaceous.
Go on Whiskey Row. Yeah. Is that what we're on, Whiskey Row?
We're not on Whiskey Row anymore. We left Whiskey Row's Main Street. Now we're.
It's in the rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I like that one. I think
Yeah.
you and I are both becoming rye people.
I've always been right.
No, you've been a high rye person. I'm talking straight ryes.
Isn't that
That's why.
less high rye?
Rye whiskeys, not rye bourbons. This is a rye whiskey. See, you were right 5 seconds ago. Now you're wrong again. This is a rye whiskey, not a rye bourbon. This is a high rye, the high
You guys
gold.
try making a video while you're drinking all day.
I
Since
remember.
11. Okay, so the next one
The
is
Derringer, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in sherry cask.
ooh,
What's the proofs?
93. So we are actually going down.
Going down. Should have started with this one.
I don't know why they started us at the end with that. They do have a little bottle of water that opens the aroma up.
I got a cup of
Okay,
water.
so this one we're gonna try to do that with.
Sniff.
Definitely
Very
getting
soft.
cherry.
Soft, yeah.
Like cherry you put in like
I'm sure the Temple.
Shirley
So
Temple.
you're getting grenadine.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's very smooth, very sweet. That's like
Very
I would say smooth. I've never smelled something I thought smooth before. So I can imagine the mouth on this might be really smooth. Let's
The
go for it.
mouth?
Mouth feel.
I don't think that's-
Mouth feel.
Okay, so chew it.
This one will give you a fair one.
It's got a lot of fire on the backside. I'm gonna have to try this one
I'm not
second
getting
time.
any fire on the
The
backside.
second-
I'm getting at the roof of my
The
mouth.
second time I'm gonna have to get because I got no taste at all. I just got pure
Yeah, I
fire.
don't get anything like that. I get the roof, no fire.
Almond tastes a lot of almond on the back breathe. So like when you do the too hot breathe, like oh, you're breathing out. Like, breathe out with the taste, and I get a lot of almond, like that burnt almond taste. And you just ate a bunch of handful of raw almond.
You eat a lot of almonds?
I have in my life, yes. And I'm trying to not be fat.
Oh,
Fat
but it
conversation.
totally numbs your mouth this one.
You get no almond on that? I get all kinds of almond. Almond overpowers everything. I'm not getting any
I'm
cherry.
getting the cherry. Oh,
So,
that's,
she's doing it.
does this count when you've already done so many?
I really had a big day. We just done Angel's Head.
No, we haven't.
We did a Wolf
went
Forester, so we did
Old
3 shots that
Forester.
we split between each other, and we did Angel's Envy. Now we're here.
Bourbon is that? It's not like a beer.
It's not like we were drinking right on top of each other. We had time.
Like,
We waited an hour and a half. We had an hour and a half between Old Forester and Angel's Envy.
guys, Homer, look into the camera. Look at your eyes. That makes sense. Okay, so we
You
have
gonna
one
finish
more.
your comment about my eyes?
Yeah, drunk.
We drunk to you? We're drinking this Foles Run now. We got one shot. I think we're paying extra for it. That's what it is. I've never seen it, never heard of it, but it's here. We're going to give it a go.
It's the pink one, rye whiskey.
Oh my God. That is a fucking strong. Look at the legs on that fucker.
One of us has to be responsible.
Look at the legs. You see the legs?
No, I don't really actually see that. That's not that big of a deal.
Look at them legs.
It goes
All
up.
the way up.
Yeah, but
Look how thick that is. Look at that running down. Look how thick that is. It is extremely. I've never seen one drag
he
that
just
hard.
wants to say legs.
She just wants to disagree with me. Smell it. That's the strongest smelling shit I've ever smelled in my life.
Oh God.
And it's not strong in a bad way. That's got fucking flavor to it.
I think it's the most.
So this is a Kentucky straight rye whiskey finished in cognac cask.
No, that's good, guys.
What's your smells?
I can't even tell you.
There's a lot. That was.
That's a very mixed fruity.
But it's extremely smell. Like you don't get any alcohol. You just get straight flavor.
No, that's like smelling like an old rotten cherry.
Give me some fruit. Name a name.
Cherry.
No, there's 3 fruits they got listed.
Plum.
No,
On a tree.
they're all tree fruits. Yes.
Plum. What are you getting? You already looked though, so
I know.
it's gonna. I
I
really
know.
think that once you
let me-
look at it, you,
She's not wrong. I'm probably gonna
you
get.
put it in
I'm
your
probably
head
gonna
and
smell
that's
them
what
because
you
I read.
smell.
The only reason why I read it is because I know I'm not gonna get it right. She usually does.
Okay,
She
so
did-
let's see if you
Hold
smell
on.
it.
She didn't get it right this time, but that's very rare. She said fruit, so she's not 100%. You're specific. You're not 100%. No, I'm gonna couch this by saying I have read it, but I already know I agree with one right away. I smell the banana instantly. I'm trying to smell. It says pear, so I'm trying. It says pear. I'm gonna try to smell the pear because I love pears. I feel like I want to say it's there but it's like right when I start, and then as soon as I keep breathing, it goes away.
So what is it when it goes away?
Just try instant that, just enough to like get a. Do you feel pear at all?
No, I smell maple.
Because pear is very
Do
fresh.
that again. It's a maple. Maple.
The maple's on there, is it not?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup, yeah. That pear,
You
I
smell
feel like it's
licorice?
no. But the pear is a very fresh fruit. Like it's a very fresh smell,
Yeah.
and it's there right
I
at
do
the
not
beginning.
smell a pear.
Right at the beginning, just for a second.
The maple or the pear?
The pear is just for a second. But I already know all this because I read this.
I do not get a banana at all.
Pear, allspice, mint, licorice, banana, nutmeg, maple syrup, and apple. I get every single one of those except for mint and licorice. This is very flavorful.
Okay,
bourbon.
so taste it,
Okay.
and I'm not going to show you.
So I'm going to do the taste without seeing it. She did the smells without seeing it, so that's a good even
You
back
did
and forth.
see it.
I did not read the taste.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'll get my second.
And exhale.
I'll get my second.
So I'm learning this weekend that exhaling is a big deal.
Exhale gives you a lot of flavors on it.
Yeah, no. If you can't inhale and keep inhaling. You have to, when you drink it, you exhale. Now exhale. As you swallow, exhale.
Very spicy. I'm guessing maybe black pepper. It's hot. It's hot. It's not like it's not an enjoyable hot. It's got a spice. You definitely feel it from your tongue to your throat. Let me try another one. See if I get anything else. Are there any obvious ones?
I mean, you said black pepper, which is obvious.
Any easy things or some weird shit like Huron or something?
Huron is that?
I'm just getting all that spice. This is a bunch of spice.
So that's okay. So
But I can't give you a
says
specific
custard,
spice.
and I love custard. So let me see if I can get that.
Yeah, I got none of that stuff. That black pepper, that's all I get. Some pepper. I get very like I over-seasoned some mashed taters.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Definitely
Yeah, I
getting the
wanna
black
take a little
pepper.
bit.
You can taste the black pepper.
It's
like
very
pepper,
upfront,
very pronounced.
very forward.
I'm not getting any custard. Maybe a little bit of the vanilla.
The vanilla should be a comfort.
But when you put
spice.
it up for the taste, you get that vanilla. Oops, I drank it all.
Oops.
The pepper is pronounced. I'm not getting anything else.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna pull this thing up so I can show you. So we did Cave Hill, High Gold, Boxer Grill, and Derringer. Then we did one shot of Foles Run. I really enjoyed the whole experience. I'm disappointed in the Cave Hill because I remember it being so great. But our palate's changed. It's been a while since we've had it. We put it in our top 5 last year. We'll see where it's at next year.
But see, that's all it's about is
It's our palate changing and our experience.
changing. So bourbon is anything that you want it to be
Based on your experience.
based on your experience. So you can keep going. So once
Because,
you
you
start,
know,
you're going to go more and more advanced.
When we first started doing this, about the time we really liked the Cave Hill,
It
we
was
were
awesome.
more into sweeter Burrell as time has gone on. I don't like wheaters at all, which is where I started. Amy's always been a high rye person. I think we're going on. We might start enjoying more rye. We might start buying more rye whiskeys in liquor stores instead of bourbon, which I'll never do. Just bourbon guy. But I think we should try more ryes. What do you think?
I've always said that.
No, we've always said rye bourbons, high rye bourbons.
Oh, so
I'm just
but
talking
it's all
straight
bourbon.
rye.
But it's a bourbon.
No, rye whiskey.
Oh, right. Okay, so I need to educate myself.
Yeah, we've had guys comment below if you can tell me how many times her and I have had this discussion about the difference between bourbon and rye. Because she keeps thinking all of them are bourbons just because bourbon can be a high rye. So, bourbon. Okay, let me start.
They're all bourbon.
Let me start up. Bourbon, high rye bourbon, rye whiskey, sherry cask finished bourbon.
Okay, so the last one says bourbon whiskey.
It is. Bourbon whiskey, what does that say?
Straight rye whiskey. So all of but one says bourbon.
Yeah. Rye. So anyway, comment below how many times they've had a discussion about the difference between rye and bourbon. It's all right. She'll get it one day.
Can we see the bodies on the thing?
Yeah. So anyway, let's give you a quick look around of the rabbit hole upstairs bar area. So behind my head, people, Louisville.
Right there on the.
Are there movies on the wall?
No, it's like a whole body.
Oh wow.
Definitely body.
Like somebody painted themselves and boobed up the wall. Go over here and see someone's paint boobs, but they're not naked. They have clothes on. That's what she wanted you to see.
I told you it was boobies.
It's clothes boobies. All right, guys. All right, Amy, say something about what our experience.
I don't know. So I think that Rabbit Hole was not the best experience because I liked doing the tour more and somebody walking me through it.
But we didn't have a choice because there was no options for that.
I didn't see any options of anything else.
What I mean is that they're all booked.
Yeah. But if you're going to come into somebody's thing, you can.
Have a tasting.
Yeah.
So anyway, anything about the rest of the place that you saw, what you thought, anything about the facilities?
Very contemporary.
Yep. Really cool. I like it. All right. Rabbit Hole, Flight, Cave Hill, High Gold, Boxer Grill, Derringer, and Bowles Run.
I'm eyeing somebody's tasting that somebody is not done.
You can tell when Amy gets too drunk because I try to finish these videos for 15 minutes as she keeps bringing up other shit.
He said, what else do you have?
No, I did, and you said that was it. And then I did the finish, and then you were like, all right, more stuff. Okay.
I do love my husband.
All right. Rabbit Hole. Good stuff. We enjoy it. Maybe not as good as we thought it was, but it still doesn't suck. All right.
Not as good as we thought.
We're out. High fives.
All right, everybody, we're here at Stitzel-Weller. We had to drive. I woke up late.
I woke him up late.
We got here at 11 o'clock for an 11 o'clock tour. So I didn't get any really good to start out video, but it really seems like a nice place.
It's crowded Saturday, so a little bit more action today. And they serve coffee, so I'm all good.
So we're gonna get going, show you what's going on.
Those are two family names there. We have the Stitzels and then we have the Wellers. So the Stitzels, they came over from Germany in about 1859. There were three brothers, and they came over with the father. There was Frederick, Philip, and Jacob Stitzel. And when they came over from Germany, they knew they wanted to get into distilling. And so they brought a couple cool ideas, sort of cutting-edge distilling ideas with them from Germany. So Frederick Stitzel, he had the idea for these warehouses that you see all over our property. These are called rick houses, and they're called rick houses because of Frederick Stitzel. So he patented this idea for storing and aging bourbon barrels in these warehouses with a good amount of room in between them for good air circulation. And rick houses are used in 90% of distilleries all across the world. But that idea goes all the way back to Frazier Stitzel, and he was one of our founders.
Those are the 5 keys of blade and bow behind
They
his head.
also, when they came over from Germany, they wanted to start using wheat as a main grain of bourbon. Wheat was very abundant in Germany. It wasn't so much here. Here it was more expensive, but they started experimenting with wheat in the mash bill of bourbon, cutting down on some of that rye, and adding wheat. They found it led for a sweeter flavor profile, and it cut down on some of that harshness that you might find from the rye spices. Today, there's a big wheated bourbon boom now. You see these bourbons, they call themselves wheated bourbons. And what that means is, of course, there's 51% corn. This has to be a wheated or a regular bourbon. But a wheated bourbon is secondary grain, so the highest after corn is going to be wheat. And today, Maker's Mark is a wheated bourbon, Larceny, 1792. Those are all wheated bourbons. And so is W.L.Weller, which is a Buffalo Trace, but that used to be our product here because of the Weller family names. So W.L.Weller, William LaRue Weller, they're sort of our symbol here for Pappy's 5 keys of making a fine bourbon. He had this saying that if you had grains, yeast, fermentation, distillation, and aging, you had all 5 of those things every time, you'd always make a great product. So we use these 5 keys to symbolize that and honor him. But these are also our sign of Southern hospitality. We hang these keys here every morning, and they're our sign to the guests to come on in, to have a drink, go on a great tour, or just sit down and enjoy the company of friends and family. So that's what those 5 keys mean.
This reminds me of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, a little big, all the buildings and stuff.
Probably didn't get much of it, but this place here is pretty well just a historical tour. Everything here is shut down. They do a little bit of distilling in the building we're about to go in, and they do warehouse for a lot of people. So all the rick houses are full, and they bottle for Bullet and their Blade Bow and I.W. Harper, but there is no mass distilling going on here now.
It's a lot of just talking about history.
Yeah, we can talk about Pappy and the Wellers and how they started here.
Very cool on their story though.
Yep. So we're going to go into this place here. We got some video of the still house B where their little distiller is for their, I guess, small batches stuff.
We repurposed this whole space. We moved all these parts in from Stillhouse A so you can see them when the tour packed. We can't go in Stillhouse A, unfortunately, anymore. We put these parts here, and this also serves sort of as our R&D facility. We have our little lab back there. That's where our master distiller, his name is Jordan, works in there. And Diageo, they'll send him different mash bills to experiment with. So every week he'll make maybe 1 or 2 barrels of this experimental batch for Diageo. And he also plays around with the Blade and Bow mash bill. That's our product. But it's aged between 6 and 18 years. It's a blend of 6 to 18-year bourbon. And that 18-year-old bourbon is slowly running out. It's very finite in nature. So eventually that's going to be gone. It's relatively quiet today. There's not much action going on. I don't think Jordan is actively instilling anything. But the prized possession of this space is this copper still. So this is a third of the original still that was in the still house A. The rest of it was repurposed and sent elsewhere, but we still keep this here for display and for historic purposes. It's not functional, but we just like to have it here. I'll briefly point out what else is in this room. So behind you guys, those are our cookers, our fermentation tanks. And then over on this side, they have glossy pipes across the ceiling. They go into the hybrid still, which is right here. Now this is made by a company called Dome Grass Works. They also made this. They are a local, family owned company from downtown Louisville, and they make a third of the entire world's copper stills. So change.
I think it's the only barrel they have that has liquor in it.
Thank you.
Oh, no, that was.
It looked like it was the rope of the bends, wasn't it?
How would they dump the grain there and it just lifted up or something? Alright, going into a rick house. Apparently the name rick house was created at the Stitzel-Weller. Unmarked barrels. Could be full of pee. Want to be pretty, but it's not pretty. You know, it's got a little, hey, look at that sweet car. They got all the historic stuff, but that's it. It's like it's not really doing anything. It's a cornhole over there.
Not impressed.
Not impressed.
Watch your head.
A critter's nest right there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's an old cooperage, I guess. This is where they used to repair all the old barrels back in the days when they actually did work here. Because they obviously don't do it anymore. Alright guys, here we go. We got 5 shots of bourbon right here. They have not told us what they are. So I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Any smell on that one?
You said just sip.
If you tasted that first one, the first thing we're going to try, it's actually not bourbon, it's our rye whiskey. So this is the Bullet Rye Whiskey. It's 95% rye, 5% malted barley. It's aged anywhere between 5 and 7 years, and it's 90.
So the very first one we're drinking.
So go
Bullet
ahead and
Rye.
if you want to give this a smell and see what you get on the nose. Well, cheers to the Bullet Rye.
Get any smells?
I find that this one tastes a lot like it smells. It tastes like mint. It tastes like licking a pine tree.
This would be a good one for a Manhattan or old fashioned.
Yeah. This whiskey, it's a real good mixer. Rye whiskey.
You said it was a mixer.
People could, so our second one, this is a bourbon. This is the Bullet Single Barrel Bourbon. This is 104 proof, so a little higher in proof.
Have we had those?
Which one is it?
Bourbon. This is this is not a blend. This comes from one barrel, so this is sort of going to change
we passed on it a
depending
couple
on which
times.
bottle you get, because any bottle could come from a different single
Alright, this is
barrel.
the Bullet single barrel barrel.
But this one is 73% corn, 21 rye, 6% malted barley. And this one,
sweeter.
when I smell this,
Smells
it
sweeter.
smells a lot like
Very sweet.
syrup and oak because it's older. I think as you get up into older bourbons, they start to have more of that oak flavor notes on. But cheers to the Bullet Single.
It's very sweet. Very sweet. A lot smoother than the rye.
Maple taste.
Huh?
Maple syrup.
Yeah, it's a little thicker. That's a good one.
Maple nut goodies.
This one, a lot of people might burn a little bit more in your chest. It's called the Kentucky Hub when you feel the bourbon real warm in your chest. Bourbon is pretty interesting. The third bourbon you have there is the I.W. Harper Cabernet cask. So just a little bit about I.W. Harper.
Cabernet
This
cask.
was started by a man named Isaac Wolf Bernheim. That's where the I.W. comes from.
Bernheim.
He was an immigrant from Germany, and he came over here to start
We drank it
distilling.
in Chattanooga at
He
that bar.
changed the name on this label and didn't put Bernheim because he was a man of the Jewish faith in the early 1900s. He felt like there might be prejudice if he were to use his name, so he used his best friend, who was a horse trainer at Midway. His name was Harper. So he put I.W. and then used his friend's name, Harper, on the label. And now this was really marketed as a gentleman's drink. I.W. Bernheim,
Definitely.
he really sold this. He started them in the decanters as opposed to bourbon. Used to be sold in just jugs and you could fill them up. So he used this decanter style, and this got really big, not so much in the U.S. at first in the early 1900s, but in Japan. This was a big seller in Japan.
We tried it at Jeff Ruby's.
Really did good for Bernheim, but when it came back over to the States, he started this new Cabernet cask, which is finished for 4 to 6 months. And a Cabernet cask, it's aged in a bourbon barrel for about 4 years regularly. But finished bourbons are big now. Angel's Envy,
I know
finished
is not that
bourbons,
good.
and the port wine casks. There's lots of finished bourbons. This is 90 proof. It's 73% corn, 8% rind, and 9% malted barley.
I remember at Ruby's, I said it had fish tails too.
Wine barrels.
Where do they get the wine barrels? Alexis, do you know that question?
Fish.
Fish what? Tail?
Fish taste.
I'm not getting that.
He didn't then either. Not good. Feel like I.W. Harper, I'm sorry, I know. But I'm a finisher.
They're all drinking.
Did you like the I.W.
I
Harper?
think the Harper's
I think
pretty smooth.
that I like more than the other.
The 2 bullets. So, right now I'm sitting with the bullet single barrel.
But I do get that
Single barrel is better.
dark cherries. It's a really easy
I can
sip.
definitely feel it in my. We haven't ate anything.
Sorry if it's loud in here, but this is one of those everybody talks over the top of each other tastings. Not classy, let's sit down and listen to the man talk and then everybody can comment later tasting.
Find those out on the market. This is our Blade and Bow. This is our product. This is our flagship. We started this in 2015, and there's a few interesting things about this. So this uses an aging process. It's called the Solera aging process. They use it over in wine country to age wines. They take barrels from different parts of the rick house that are at different stages in the aging process, and they'll blend them together to get a more neutral flavor profile and not have too much of one extreme. So the Blade and Bow
This one's not that bad
that
right
uses
now.
that process, it is 91 proof. It's aged anywhere between 4 to 18 years. It's a wide range, and we don't know the mash bill on this one. Cheers to the Blade and Bow. Yes, sir.
It's Blade and Bow. You all know everything Blade and
We
Bow.
distill some of it here.
And this is not
The
bad.
rest is on an off-site location.
Apparently they have no idea what the mash bill is either here, because they don't do shit
Blade
there.
and Bow, yes.
You did this one, you get it on the hip of your.
This is anywhere between 4 to 18 years.
Honestly, I don't think I like any of these.
They put it.
Oh, so that's definitely
I
way more.
honestly don't think I like any of these.
No, I think,
Some, we do have a Blade and Bow 22 here.
yeah, when are we going to get our bottle of that?
Blade and Bow is really smooth. It's not got too much spice. It's not
We
got
might
too
start
much
liking it.
sweetness. It's sort of a green apple.
So I got a good question. I think it's a good question. So I got a bottle of Blade and Bow 5 years ago. I hated it. Okay. Now what I just tasted, I like. Now is there a chance that I heard you say that it came from the Blade and Bow you have was basically just some juice that you had in a barrel and you put it in there and put the label on it and said go and get. Now you're making your own type of Blade and Bow. It's different from that, maybe.
From the older things that
Yes.
we've seen in the rick house. So that a little bit of that is blended into these bottles. So
Yeah.
it's not the whole bottle. So there is new product that we are making that's going into
Yeah.
this.
So I
That
don't.
may be why it tastes
I don't need to give up on Blade and Bow yet, is what you're saying.
No.
Obviously, I haven't because I'm here, but you
No,
know,
we're keeping making new product. It's not all the old stuff that we put into this. It's a blended process.
Yeah.
So they use a little bit of everything. And like I said, he's experimenting with the mash bill. So in the next 5, 10 years, hopefully we're going to come out with maybe another line. Earlier I mentioned the orphan barrels. We're not tasting any here, but the orphan barrels, they're a very exclusive. They're made by a smaller distillery that rents out our space to age them and we bottle them. Those we sell one a day of an orphan barrel. Right now we have a 26-year Scotch called Muckety Muck. That's $600 up in our gift shop. We sell one a day. But we do, out there at the satellite bar when you're done, we have a pour of another orphan barrel. It's called Fable and Folly. It's a 14-year-old blended bourbon, and that's only $2
for $600.
We're gonna have to try that.
Okay.
An orphan barrel is
We
it's a
skipped out on
brand
it.
of bourbon, and they use
We should have bought it when it was still cheaper.
Pensacola.
Yeah. Well, there was one in Tennessee where we got. Remember we went to the one in Powell? We'll get it in. But now you can't find it.
So it's like an infinity bottle. Alright, so apparently got little collections of stuff going on here. I don't know what they are. Just looking at these old bottles. See if there's anything cool. I don't see anything cool. Old Fitzgerald. I'm probably moving too fast for anybody to see anything, but I'm moving. Old Stitzel. Alright. Got us a shot of Orphan Barrel with a warehouse and bottle for Orphan Barrel, but they do not distill it. But I asked them if it was the blade bow that I could have had from 5 years ago came from source juice that was in their warehouse for who knows how many damn years, and if the new stuff is going to be different. Because what we just tasted was pretty good. The other stuff was junk. We'll have to try it again. I'm waiting for Amy to come out here so we can have this shot of Orphan Barrel. Killer.
Smelling. That was pretty good. Have you smelled it yet?
Anything. It'll start without you. Smells good.
It smells good. It smells. I don't know. Somebody just, it's 12 o'clock and people are asking for karaoke. That's
I don't know.
so smooth and
It's
vanilla.
smooth and got good taste, but as always, I can't tell you what that taste is. It's got a good taste, though. It's smooth. I enjoy it. I buy that.
It's got a vanilla and a smokiness. Yeah,
It's real
that's
good. What, is this it right here?
Yes.
The
We don't sell that. It's out there somewhere. It's hard to find.
I've seen this
Fable
before.
and Folly.
It's the last of the original Orphan barrels. There was a forged oak, there was a red rick, and there was a barter house. And they took the last remaining of those and mixed it with a 16-year-old rye. This really is. It almost tastes like a maple syrup.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's better.
Is that for me?
Yeah. No, it's for me. You'd look good in that. Okay, let's go upstairs.
Yep. All right, it's the Blade and Bow.
That's pretty cheap for Blade and Bow.
No.
No?
No. It's the Blade and Bow gift shop area. They got a lot of things. A lot of stuff. They say they sell one bottle of Blade and Bow 400, or I'm sorry, Blade and Bow 22 year for $600 a day. Just one. Amy said,
No.
we can't have it. We're gonna go upstairs and taste a Blade and Bow.
I think the only
22
thing
year.
cool about this place is that they have something going on after.
Do what?
I think the only thing cool about this place is they have more going on after.
Apparently this is their yard and gun club up here. Cool little sit around bar area. Said they do have food on the menu. All right, folks, we are done with Stitzel-Weller. We had our tasting, saw the place. We went up to the gun club bar, a shot. Blade and Bow 22, it's $150. We decided that it's not worth it.
No, it's not. Could I say I'd come back to this, or if I missed this, I'd be disappointed? No. It was just history, nothing really going on here. It's like they take you around the parking lot.
So pause for a second. Let me show you everybody. It's literally just a bunch of old buildings, and you see every distillery you go to, there's steam and there's smoke and there's activity.
But there's really
This
nothing.
is like a museum, and it's really cool, but there's no employees here. There's nothing. It's just like tour guide people.
Yeah, and you, like he just showed you the parking lot, that's literally it.
Yeah, the only parking lot that's active right now is the tour people.
And this is the tour.
It's us. It's it. It's around
This
here.
is it's a little like cul-de-sac
I'm gonna go ring a bell.
It's a little colder sack that maybe this might be the most fun. No.
Boo. So, we're leaving. We're gonna go find something to eat before we go to the Louisville Slugger Museum, and then we're gonna walk Whiskey Row again later and get into things. Maybe we can get into the Michters Fort Nelson bar.
Do that, and we can't find our passport book.
Get the
if you
stamps.
know that when you go on the Kentucky Trail, you can get the Kentucky
Bourbon
book
Trail
wherever,
guide.
anything, anywhere. But we had one last time we went, so we got to find it. We're gonna get a new one because we're missing a lot of stamps. Because I think if you get all the stamps, you get a bottle of something.
And I don't want to come back here to get that stamp. So I hope it's in the car right now.
Oh,
But anyway, guys, that's it. Stitzel-Weller. It was fun. It was worth doing just because we're here.
If you want to mark off your list, that's it.
If don't come here for this, but if you're in Louisville and it's open, has an opportunity, some that you want to go to aren't have any availabilities, this one does.
Or if you like Bulleit.
It's not a big deal. You can come out here.
How
It
much
wasn't
did this one cost?
expensive. It was like $15 a person, you know. So you get 4 shots for $15.
Yeah, I guess if that's what you want, but
So,
I can mark this off my list and never do it again.
yeah, I agree. All right, Deck Night fans, that's it. That's day 2. Well, part 2, video 2. This is actually 4 days. We got there Thursday night and stayed till Sunday morning. So this is part 2 over with. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, share, all that stuff. Hit the bell so you guys will get the notifications for part 3 that comes out. That'll be the end of the video. Stay tuned. Keep your ears open, your eyes open. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And don't forget about the Gramco. Get your gummies, DK on the rocks, 20 for a 20% discount. All the other awesome products. Amy and I appreciate you guys sticking around watching these. I know they're kind of long. I know the audio is not the best, but we need y'all's support. We need y'all to help us out, grow this channel, help support the channel. Maybe subscribe, maybe join as a member, maybe just hit it with a super thanks. Anything like that to help us out. All right, guys, we'll see you next time in Louisville for part 3.